Picture this. A major airport buried under 2 feet of snow overnight. Hundreds of flights scheduled, and
But here's what most people don't know. Major airports can clear their runways and get planes flying again in under 30 minutes. Let me show you how.
When snow accumulates on a runway, it's not just an inconvenience. It's a critical safety hazard that can cause planes to skid.
A runway needs a friction coefficient of at least 0.4 for safe operations. Fresh snow can drop. Every minute a runway stays closed costs airlines thousands of dollars and disrupts travel for hundreds of passengers. The moment snow is detected, airports activate their snow response teams. These aren't your neighborhood plows.
meet the airport snowplow. This beast weighs over 60,000 pounds and can clear a path 30 feet wide in a single pass.
Each plow is equipped with GPS guidance systems that ensure operators stay perfectly on course, even when visibility drops to zero.
These plows work in formation, like a synchronized dance. Each driver knows exactly where to position their vehicle to maximize efficiency. A typical airport runway is 150 feet wide and 10,000 feet long. That's over 34 acres of surface that needs to be cleared perfectly.
The plows make their first pass at speeds up to 40 miles per hour, pushing the bulk of the snow to the sides.
But plowing alone isn't enough. Behind the plows come the runway brooms, industrial sweepers with brushes that spin at incredible speeds.
These brooms can remove the packed snow and ice that plows leave behind, getting down to bare pavement.
The entire fleet moves together in a carefully orchestrated sequence, with each vehicle playing a specific role.
Snowblowers follow next, launching snow up to 200 feet away from the runway edge. They can move 5,000 tons of snow per hour.
Within 15 minutes of starting, the runway is already transforming from a blanket of white to visible pavement.
Next comes the chemical treatment. Special de-icing trucks spray a mixture of propylene glycol and water onto the runway.
This fluid prevents ice from bonding to the pavement and melts any remaining frozen patches. It works effectively down to minus 25 degrees Fahrenheit.
Airports use different chemicals depending on temperature and conditions. Some use potassium acetate, others use sodium formate.
These chemicals are carefully chosen to be less harmful to the environment, but airports still must manage the runoff responsibly.
The entire operation is coordinated from the operations center, where controllers track every vehicle's position in real time.
Advanced software calculates the most efficient routes and ensures no section of the runway is missed or cleared twice unnecessarily.
Communication is constant. Every operator reports their progress, and the crew chief adjusts the plan in real time based on conditions.
Before any runway can reopen, it must pass a friction test. Special vehicles measure exactly how much grip the surface provides. This device drags a wheel across the surface at 40 miles per hour and measures resistance. The reading must meet FAA standards.
Inspectors also do visual checks, looking for any ice patches, standing water, or debris that could pose a hazard.
Only when every test is passed and every section is verified does the runway status change to operational. From buried in snow to ready for aircraft, the transformation is complete in just 28 minutes.
The first plane begins its approach, and within minutes, normal operations resume as if the storm never happened.
But the work isn't over. Throughout the storm, these crews will repeat this process every few hours as snow continues to fall.
Major airports operate 24/7, which means snow removal happens around the clock, in darkness, during blizzards, and in brutal cold.
These operators work 12-hour shifts in conditions most people wouldn't even want to drive in.
The equipment takes a beating and requires constant maintenance. Broken equipment during a storm isn't an option.
Airports keep extensive spare parts inventories and backup vehicles ready to deploy at a moment's notice. Operators train year-round in simulators, practicing for every possible scenario they might face during a storm. This operation isn't cheap. A major airport can spend $5 to $10 million per winter season on snow removal.
But that's nothing compared to the cost of closing. 1 hour of runway closure can cost airlines up to $30 million in delays and cancellations. For passengers, Fast snow removal means the difference between making that connection or sleeping in the airport.
Modern airports don't wait for snow to start falling. They prepare hours in advance using sophisticated weather prediction.
Pre-treatment with anti-icing chemicals can prevent snow from bonding to the surface, making the cleanup process much faster.
Some airports have even installed heated runway systems, with underground heating elements that melt snow on contact.
These systems are expensive to install and operate, but they can keep critical sections of runway clear automatically. Major airports don't just have one runway. Chicago O'Hare has 8 runways, totaling over 10 miles of surface to clear.
O'Hare deploys over 80 vehicles and 200 personnel during major snow events. It's a massive military-style operation.